President Donald Trump says weaker mileage rules will make cars cheaper and drivers safer. So, what do the facts show? The Department of Transportation sets what are known as corporate average fuel economy rules. They require automakers to reach a certain average gas mileage across all of their new cars to reduce the amount of pollution that comes from burning gasoline, which is a fossil fuel. The rules were started in response to the 1970s oil crisis. Former President Joe Biden set policy to make cars cleaner and placed strict gas mileage standards that required auto companies to reach about 50.4 miles per gallon on average in the 2031 model year. But under the Trump administration, automakers now only have to meet 34.5 miles per gallon that model year. With weaker rules, vehicles will produce much more planet warming pollution. Here are the facts. Trump claims that EV friendly policies forced automakers to use costly technologies that raised prices and made cars worse. The facts are, many things have driven vehicle prices up in recent years, but that goes for any change that automakers need to make to their design and production plans. But here's what the president said.
These policies forced automakers to build cars using expensive technologies that drove up costs, drove up prices, and made the car much worse.
Another point, the Biden administration enacted several policies to increase electric vehicle adoption and decrease purchases of internal combustion engine vehicles. And Biden set a target for half of new vehicle sales in the US to be electric by 2030. But there was no requirement that automakers sell or consumers buy EVs. Trump claims that Biden policies, which he calls the Green New Scam, was a push to phase out gasoline powered cars.
The greatest scam in American history, the Green New Scam, and it's a quest to end the gasoline-powered car.
Also, it is true that EV charging remains a barrier to some consumers deciding whether or not to buy an electric vehicle, but experts say a majority of EV charging can actually be done at home. And for those without access to home charging, public charging availability has significantly improved in recent years. But Trump said we had to switch to electric cars fast, even though charging options did not exist.
You had to have an electric car within a very short period of time, even though there was no way of charging them and lots of other things.